Most people try to change their life by changing their environment, their income, and their jobs, or even sometimes people around them. But here is the truth: nothing changes permanently until your mindset does. Yes, it's true. Your mindset determines how you respond to opportunities, how you handle money, how you view yourself, and even in what you believe it is possible. That is why people can win lottery and they still go broke, because they had a poverty mindset wrapped in temporary wealth. Today, I am going to give you a material, and this material is in this mindset episode of Ediya Pearl. Francis, as you know, is a mechanical engineer. So I'm going to be a mechanic today, and I'm going to completely overhaul, calibrate, program, reset your engine, that is your mind. I am completely happy, but it pains me so much that I'm going to give out this information to you for free. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge each one 50 euros, but you don't need to pay now. I know you will definitely pay back when you become and you live fulfilled, and that will be my salary for releasing this video to you, right? I am grateful for your becoming. Hello everyone, my name is Ediya Francis Kwame, and welcome to Ediya Pearl. As we dive into the 7 holistic aspects of living, today we are diving deep into mindsets. So kindly stay tuned and undistracted as I take you through a mindset shift you need to live a life of abundance, impact, and fulfillment. Before we build a superior mindset, we have to recognize the traps that is keeping us stuck. First is poverty mindset. Believes that there is never enough. You focus on survival, not growth. You see, the second being scarcity mindset. You see others as a competition. You think success is only limited. The third is consumer mindset. You always buy, you never build, you never produce. You seek comfort, not creation. The fourth being a borrower mindset. Depending, always needing help. Avoid ownership or responsibility. You must eradicate that borrower mindset. If any of these hit home, right, don't beat yourself up. It is very okay that you've now recognized it. Awareness is now the first breakthrough. Mindset does not shift by accident, it shifts by identity. So you have to start asking yourself, who am I becoming? And you should be interested in your becoming. Instead of saying I am broke, you say I am learning how to master wealth. Instead of saying I'm not good with money, you say I am becoming a wise steward of finances. You need to change your language, right? Your mouth is the pen that you yourself, you write your script of your own life and your future. Let's now dive into the superior mindset you must shift into. The first is you must shift from a consumer mindset to a producer mindset. Yes. In a world of buyers, the producers own everything. You want to move forward, you should learn how to create, right? You have to start a side hustle, whether on the internet. Now the world is a global village, open to so many things. You offer your skills online. You create digital products like content, ebooks. You create services. You don't just have to scroll. No, you have to start solving something. So ask yourself, what can I solve? Not just what I can get. Your income is directly tied to the problem you solve. Yes, it is always better to trade for profit than for salary. You don't consume everything you get without provision for savings or investment. It is very unwise, and it will only lead to poverty and lack. The second mindset shift here is to shift from scarcity mindset to abundance mindset. Scarcity mindset says if you win, I lose. But abundance mindset says there is room for all of us. Nobody's blessing hinders yours. Yes, it's true. Because the sea is big enough for everyone to fish. You heard people say there is a national cake, and some politicians, some people in authority, they have been sharing this national cake since. But has it finished? I remember when I was a kid in Ghana, that time the city hasn't been redenominated. You will hear in the news, in the dailies, this politician has stolen 70,000 cedis. You will hear, this politician has stolen 70 million Ghana cedis. But when the city was redenominated, now they don't steal in thousands, they steal in millions of cedis. And currently, they steal in dollars. They don't even steal in the local currency. But has the national cake still finished? No, it hasn't finished. That means there is abundance. Scarcity mindset empowers corruption. So it is like get all what you can when you are in power and can all what you get. Keeping money sometimes in non-accessible places. Steal money they can't spend. And in their mind, they have it, I have something hidden somewhere. You need to break free from that. How do we build an abundance mindset? First, you have to celebrate others' success. It trains your brain and it believes that you are also possible of becoming successful. You also have to give generously, right? Not just money. You can give time, you can give skill, you can give kindness, you can give energy. So far as you have life in you, there is something you can give. Start by volunteering. How do we build abundance mindset? You can collaborate, right? Sometimes you have to network to build bridges, not walls. The wealthy understand this because relationship is a currency. Relationships are investments. So you have to collaborate multiple capacity. It is better to partner in a multi-billion company than just own a company or build something that is thousands. You understand? So sometimes you have to collaborate. You have to shift from a borrower to a lender. This isn't just about money, it's about mental ownership, right? Borrowers ask for rescue, lenders create solutions. So here are the actions I want you to take. You have to pay off small debts with discipline. You have to save consistently, even if it is small. Even when you say your salary is not enough, you can adjust and save something at the end of the month. You have to learn investment basics. Watch Ediya Pill. You have to build something others can also benefit from, because a lender mindset says, I have enough to give, to lead, to build. It is not arrogance, it is responsibility. It is living a life of impact. Let me now dive you into toxic mentalities and mindsets you need to eradicate. And I got this from reading a lot of books, but most importantly, The School of Money from Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, right? The first is nomadic mentality. When you have no fixed location, you should eradicate this. You move from job to job, you move from place to place, you move from one business to another. You see, you must build something for yourself. You locate where you can and then you build upwards. You don't have to consume all you have wherever you go and you don't plant or produce anything. The second mentality to eradicate is a victim or entitlement mentality, right? Mindset of always feeling victimized, marginalized, or that someone owes you something. Don't give excuses or shift blames. No, nobody owes you anything, right? You say because I am black, because I am a man, because I am a woman, because I am a minority, because I'm an orphan, because my family didn't take care of me, because nobody sent me to school, because I am from a poor family. For every excuse you give, right, There are thousands of people outside who made it with worst circumstances. So you have to have a mindset shift. You need to eradicate this victim or entitlement mentality. There is no disappointment when there are no expectations. You have to work out on your entitlement mentality. The third mentality to eradicate is a civil service or a salary mindset. Salary alone or wage alone cannot get you to the wealthy place, right? Don't expect your boss, the government, or your employer to make you wealthy. They cannot make you wealthy. Neither do you expect your father or your mother, your uncle or God or your husband or wife to bring wealth to you. You need to wake up from that dream. Establish something for yourself. A fourth being prosperity or materialism mindset. I am definitely not against money, riches, or wealth, because as for me, I have decided long time ago, I will never be poor. Never ever will I be poor, because when prosperity has purpose, it is a powerful tool in the hand of those that love Jesus Christ. Truthfully, as a person, you don't need that much for your expenses or for your upkeep, but for the sake of glorifying the kingdom and for sending Jesus, making impact, you need much for the kingdom. Yes, plain to be said plain, lack and want does not glorify God, period. But most people associate prosperity as materialism and self-centeredness. This is what I don't like. If your only reason for wanting to become rich or wealthy is so that you can acquire material possessions and get comfort for yourself and maybe your immediate family alone, then your mindset is wrong. Yes, your desire should be to make money so that you can make impact and be more concerned about using your wealth to affect your generations positively and also leave a legacy behind for future generations. That should be your concern, right? We are not called to be blessed alone by God. No. As God told Abraham, I called Abraham from the Ur of Chaldeans and I blessed him and have made him a blessing. So God called us to bless us so that we can be a blessing unto others, right? It is not all about amassing wealth or getting money to just boast, to show off to people. No, it is about being empowered to empower others. That is impact, that is legacy. Whenever you think quantity above quality, it is a poor mindset. You need to eradicate that. There's other being when you think selfishness above selflessness. It is a poor mindset. You see, never put money first. When you want to help someone in need, serve them wholeheartedly with the best that you can. When you finish and that person can be wicked, he will say maybe thank you or God bless you without giving you anything, right? Accept that with joy, because as surely as we live in this life, you will reap that harvest. Yes, it might not come to you today, but you will definitely reap that harvest. And when they decide to bless you willingly, they will bless you more than you expect. Let me share this story of mine. Back in Ghana, when I was studying at Accra Technical University, I used to stay at Odoko, so I was riding bicycle from Odoko to Accra Technical University in Tudu. I remember I got to Odoko Junction and I saw a man with their wife and the child in a car, very stranded. So I just parked my bicycle at the side and I saw the tire had deflated. And then, oh, sir, please, can I help you with this? He said, yeah. So he opened the boot of the car, brought out a spare tire, and that spare tire had also deflated. So I have to carry that tire, go see a vulcanizer, and then inflate it, checked everything was okay, and I came back, and then we fixed the tire. He was about to give me money, and I said, oh, no, I don't need to take money. Like, I am just helping. He said, really? You have such a good heart. Take my card. If you need anything, just let me know. And then I took that card. That same day, I messaged him, said, this is Francis, the guy who helped. He said, oh, Francis, how are you? And then he one time sent me a message that, oh, this weekend I'm home, come over. So when I went there, they were handling some projects, and he told me what was my background. I told him, oh, I'm a student, I'm studying. Say, wow, I think you can be part of this project. This and this is what we are going to do for this project. I say, really? Well, I can do it so far as I'm also ready to learn. And for that short term, I was part of that project, and I had access to people in that project. I got to meet a lot of lawyers, I got to meet a lot of engineers who were in strategic positions, and I have that contact to date. But assuming that I took that money, I would have just ended that access that I had from the man. I know people who have charged their destiny helpers, people who have insulted their destiny helpers. Whenever you meet the great, you don't ask them for money. No. When you ask them for money, yes, they can give you something, but you close that access. I remember I went to a very good conference and I saw a very respected man in a field. I said, wow. I went to meet him. Oh, sir, you were talking that when you were starting your career, you went to see your boss, that he apparently wanted an increase in salary, but he didn't ask, say, can you increase my salary? No, he said he went to see the boss and told the boss, please, if I want my salary to be increased, what skills do I need to learn? How can I help? What projects are you bringing up so that I can help? And the boss said, wow, then you have to upgrade this skill, do this, do that, do that. Apparently, they were also trying to get into a new project, and the boss advised him, wow, since you have these certifications and since you followed what I told you, just resign from this job, apply and head that project. Whenever you see the great and you ask them for money, you close access, and you have to maintain access to be always closer to the great. That is what you should be doing. Don't put money first, because it will close their access. The next mindset you need to eradicate is to move from a poverty mindset to a possibility mindset. Don't be so poor in this world that all you have is money. You see, there are 6 kinds of poverty. The first that we mostly know is financial poverty. This is where poverty that has to do with lack of money. The second is mental poverty, the poverty of not having any ideas. The third being social poverty. You can have money, but if you don't have people to enjoy them with, you lack that, and that is a form of poverty. The fourth being physical poverty. Have you heard the saying, health is wealth? Yes, it is true. Health is really wealth. Poor health is a dimension of poverty. The next being non-achievement. You see, a life of existence, growth only in age, without substance or impact, is also poverty. No meaningful progress, no success or achievement. The sixth and last being spiritual poverty. For me, this is the worst kind of poverty. You see, that one should never allow in his or her life. That is poverty of the spirit and soul. After all is said and done in this world, there is an afterlife after death. And money or material possessions are only tools in this part of life. It has no meaning in the life after death. So now I can ask you the real question. Are you poor? You know better now, so you can decide on that. So Francis, what do I do after I have this mindset shift? You have to anchor this new mindset shift with habits, right? A mindset shift is not magic. It is maintained by daily disciplines. And daily disciplines to build a superior mindset I am recommending is The first is at least you should read 10 pages of a transformational book daily. Yes, you need to speak affirmations that align with your future. What you hear influences you, what you see influences you. So you need to speak affirmations and you align with yourself. Block out any other negative things that affect your mindset. You have to surround yourself with growth minded people, people who encourage you, people who challenge you to be a better version of yourself. And you need to journal your goals and your progress, right? You have to pray, you meditate, and you have to reflect silently, sometimes on your goals, sometimes on where you are now, sometimes where you are going, because your habits are proof of your mindset. You see, you have to show me your routine and I will show you your future. It is true. Wherever you have gotten to in this life is as a result of what you did yesterday. And for you to get to the desired future you want, it depends on your today. So you need to start building a habit that will take you to your desired future. You don't need a miracle, right? You need clarity, you need courage, and you need consistency. A superior mindset isn't personality, it is a choice, and you have to make that choice now. Now, this is the call to action, right? Comment below in the comment section which mindset you are leaving behind from today. Is it poverty? Is it scarcity? Is it consumer or a borrower mindset? And if this video helped you, kindly share it to someone who is ready and willing to rise. Subscribe to Ediya for more real-world, purpose-driven life strategies. And as usual, I am Ediya Kwame, and this is Ediya, where we don't just grow, we transform and live fulfilled. Embrace the holistic journey and let's build the life and future that our future self will be thankful for. Ediya, your dosage to holistic living. Thank you very much and hope to see you in our next mindset episodes. Bye.